Hi and welcome back again. Today I'm going to continue building my timber frame fireplace by making some planks for the roof. So let's find out how long they need to be. Looks like 120 centimeters will be sufficient, or 47 inches. I'm gonna try and cut some planks of that length from the bottom portion of the aspen tree I felled. Let's go! Well, this is going to be tricky considering the equipment I have. The diameter of the log is almost 15 inches or 38 centimeters. And I only have this silky big boy, and that's 13.5 inches. It's supposed to be like 14.5, but where the teeth start and where they end, that's 13.5 inches, 34 centimeters. Well, I'm gonna give it a go. I guess I'm gonna have to do a combination of sawing and cutting away chips with the boy's axe. But I guess I can't avoid it anymore, can I? I need to get the katana boy or some other type of large crosscut saw. That took some work. A bigger saw would have been really good here. Alright, I'm gonna try and move it and split it into planks. Here's the crack that ran from the root and up through the trunk, from when the wind pushed the tree over. So I'm gonna try and lay the log with this crack facing up and split it along that. Where's that crack now? Well, no matter, just start here and see how it goes. Seems like it wants to run away. I'm gonna try and force it to stay a bit straighter. Well, that didn't work. Took off here anyway. Well, I'll turn it into planks anyway, some way. There was a little bit of twist in the trunk, as I was expecting. I cut away the heartwood because that's no good using for lumber anyway. It's too soft and it makes it crack and twist when it dries. Probably not the best plank out of this portion of the trunk, but it's a start in a way. The first plank I split from this portion of the trunk was a little bit of a one-off, because this split was outside of the center of the log. Here's the center, and this bit I had to get rid of, because then I can orient my splits from the center and out. Now I'm gonna split it in half, and then I will split those in half, and then I will hew them to even planks after that. The wood tends to split unevenly. The crack will run out if you try to split from one side and work your way down. But if you put the split in the center, you have a better chance to have a straight split. Okay, here we go. I should try and support it in this way instead, I guess. The heartwood came loose, and it's still connected on this side. So although it looks pretty bad down here, it runs out a lot, this entire piece will be split off, and I think I have a reasonably straight board left. There, that's not too bad. I'm gonna save the fine cutting for later. Do the hewing on my hewing trestles. I actually think I can rest it here when I continue the riving as well. It steered off quite a lot. Down here is more than twice as wide as that. This isn't so bad. I think this can make a decent plank. I'll try and split this one once more, but I'll go from the wider end. Yeah, that's 2 more. I actually think I can use both of them with a little bit of luck. Well, you can't win them all, can you? But just like before, this won't go to waste. I'll just get 1 plank instead of 2 out of it. That's the first quarter of the log, or actually since the first initial split wasn't dead center. I don't really have 4 quarters, I might have 3/3 or 2 large quarters and 2 really small ones that I don't know if I'm getting any decent material out of. Anyway, from the larger half of the log, that was the first quarter. So now I'm gonna look at the second half. I have the same situation on this quarter as the first one. The initial split ran here and the center is here, almost 2 inches in from this. It should have been there. But I think I will treat this one differently. I will not try and split off first board here. I'll start in the center and I'll split it into even-sized halves and see if the crack runs a little bit straighter that way. Yeah, pretty nice. Let's drive him again. Now the crack took off to the side. I'm gonna split it as it wants to run and see what I can make of it. I wonder if it makes any difference if I start the crack from the top or from the bottom. I guess that doesn't help to keep the crack straight. It's been quite some time now since I last did any hewing at all, so I'm going back and forth, just trying to get back into it again. Ever since I started learning this, I've tried to teach myself switching from side to side so I can adapt to however the wood fibers run. I don't have a water level up here right now, so I can't really check how straight it is. So I'm just going to have to do it by eye. But this first one is probably not the best in the pile anyway, so I'm treating it a little bit like a test board. Getting back into shape board, so to speak. One way or another I will turn it into some sort of usable lumber. Hopefully it will be fit to go on top of the timber frame later for roofing. We'll see. I will probably make decent boards out of these, but something that's been bothering me all along with these trestles is that they are too low. My back is killing me after hewing for a while on them. So I'm gonna quit for today. And next time I'll raise the trestles before I continue. I have to go now anyway to pick up our son at kindergarten. But I'll be back here soon enough.